Welcome to Never Shut Up. It's your boy Marcellus Wiley over here feeling the real electric boogaloo because I'm feeling the love from y'all. Y'all see that? Love for y'all, man. I got love for y'all, man. I be in them comments giggling, trying to star and like and heart everything I see that I love. And what's that? The thumbs down, everything I don't like and disagree with. But I ain't gonna never go back and forth with you guys because we're not right, we're not wrong on this show. We just get it in. So thanks for it, man. We know what it is, and y'all know it's Friday Swagger Way. So somebody, anybody, go get this book. You gotta be a member though. At the end of the show, I'll let you know who that is. And also, there's a post up in our community section on our channel. Make sure you put in the exact day and time. We go over 100K because then you're gonna get these. God dog. There's a lot of playing cards in there. Set it off right there. And this jersey, which I keep hearing is sick with it. Everybody likes this jersey right here. Get this Wiley jersey. Whoever guesses exact day and time. I say Monday at 2:27 p.m. I am hella wrong, but at the same time, I'm sticking to my script. So y'all know how we start off every show with what's up with that dude. First of all, let me get my boogaloo one more time. God, these boys still got it. All right, man. Yesterday, y'all know I was out of town. Y'all can tell I did a show in my closet at the W Hotel. Boy, that was a booty set, boy. I got to step it up. I got to spend $5 more at Radio Shack or somewhere. You know what? I ain't even going to go to Radio Shack. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go hit me Circuit City. Something like that. I got to get my road game up right now. I'm looking like the Golden State Warriors were last year on the road. A mess. But I was in San Fran because I was at the Next Legacy Bridge Summit Conference. Thrown by my boy Ryan Neese and others, but that's my guy. That's my partner in the program. So he invited me. Y'all know who he is. Former linebacker, played years with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. A lot of people know him because he's Ronnie Lott's son. I think that's a good thing. I'll be proud as hell. MJ better be proud and be like, yeah, you Marcellus Wiley Sr.'s son, damn it. We went there, VC, CEOs. I had to speak on the panel, athletes as well there. Just a good mix of people, all types, all genres, right? And on this panel, it was myself. I was with a VP executive for the San Francisco 49ers and a man who has started his own company. Now, that company made billion last year. And I'm sitting right next to him like, oh, okay, so how'd it start? You know what I mean? Like, for real. It was amazing, though. But, you know, your boy had to just drop some gems, talk about Project Transition, talk about Marcellus Wiley, Inc., and talk about what we're doing right here. So it was an amazing time. Salute to everybody out there. Ryan Peterson, Hammett Wyatt, who is my dog from day one. He has his great venture fund as well. And Pega Abrahimi, who I got to meet. I love her. Got a big heart. And also has done a tremendous job in impacting this world. So loving that. My daughter was there, proud of being at the Next Legacy Summit with my daughter to show her legacy in its truest form, right? Not just talk, but walk. Watch how daddy rolls. Watch how daddy interacts. And I'm watching how you do it as well, as she is working as the managing director of Project Transition. Loving life, y'all. All right, I also starting to see, because this is catching on, everybody that was there that was talking to me about the show, Transition from Fox, loving the show, kept saying, man, keep doing this. And I was like, what? They were like, well, one, the independent, don't go back, just keep blowing that up. But two, keep policing the police. They love when I take them behind the curtain and then show them how sports media really is. And they was like, because we watch them and we take it as gospel, but then you decode what the gospel is. And I was like, all right, because I'm watching sports media like everybody else. I watch it on mute because, you know, I've been there, done that. And on top of that, I don't like anybody kind of coloring my lens about sports like that if they're not going to stay at 100. And as we are starting to realize, not always 100 up top, right? So let's just keep it this way. So until real sports comes back, and to me, real sports is football, and then football, and then football every week, football, and basketball, of course. But, you know, I ain't going to bore y'all with Wimbledon, even though Carlos Alcaraz is out. That's my dude right there. Djokovic, woo, that's going to be the finals. I already predict that right now. It's going down. All right, y'all, let's get into this story right here with Will Cain. Cain. I used to work with Will Cain. Love that dude, man. Smart cat. And on top of that, can throw a punch and take a punch. Well, he doubles down after the ESPYS, United States Women's National Team, sexist smear attempt. What? Well, the team didn't do it, but ESPN tried to do it. Let's talk through it. So during the ESPY Awards that y'all watched, ESPN presented the U.S. women's soccer team with the Arthur Ashe Courage Award for its equal pay dispute over compensation in accordance with the men's team. Basically, the men making how much? Okay, we got to make that too. That's kind of like the top level of that. Obviously, it was deeper. So during the presentation, ESPN ran a clip of Will Cain, who's now at Fox News. This is a clip from 2019. So they go back and they grab it because, you know, they got to do the montage to lead into it and everybody get excited. Be like, oh, that's what they had to fight against. Oh, look at that man. Who is that man? Will Cain? Ooh, he looks like he's a sexist. Ooh, what did he say? Oh, he was opposition. So here's the quote. I think equal pay is a ridiculous concept in of itself. Soccer, for better or worse, on the men's side across this globe is much more popular than women's. And ESPN nearly got away with this attempt to take former host Will Cain down and out of context with the First Take segment clip from 2019 on gender pay. However, a dude named Greg Price, who I didn't know before, he's a communications director for the State Freedom Caucus Network, sound like he about that life, noticed the clip and he tweeted. This is the beauty of social media. Like, we always seem to lean in on social media to the negative side. Like Chris Rock said about crack cocaine. Let's talk about the positive sides to crack. You can get a TV for $38. Remember he said that? Well, it's kind of like with social media. Like, it ain't all bad. Stop playing, dog. Like, I could send a message right now to somebody in Japan and they could write back in 3 seconds. Social media is doing that, right? And it could be for everyone. It's the biggest group text in the world. So I got love for it. So here's what he tweeted out. He said, ESPN just smeared Will Cain as a sexist as the ESPYs when airing a video honoring the U.S. women's soccer team for their equal pay lawsuit. They included out of context remarks from an ESPN segment he did 4 years ago. They didn't include his full remarks because he completely destroyed their argument. I didn't know about all this until I read this. So Price's tweet included a video of the full Cain clip from 2019. Now I will say this. When I heard that Will Cain said the first part, just that excerpt, I know Will Cain, I work with Will Cain. That dude too smart. I was like, there's more to it, and we know there's now more to it. So in the broader First Take segment that Price included in the clip, Cain said that men's soccer players are paid more in bonus pools than the women at the World Cup because the men's tournament generates $6 billion in revenue. In contrast, the women's tournament generated $131 million in revenue. So when Cain spoke about equal pay being a ridiculous concept in and of itself, he added, if the women generate more revenue, they should get paid more than the men. Don't strive for getting the same, strive for getting what you're worth. And if you're worth more, then get more. Damn. Drop the mic. I don't understand it, man. Like, people be mad at you when you're not rooting for inequity, when you're not rooting for inequality. Like, dog, I'm going to eat what I kill. That's all I ask for. Just give me the opportunity to go eat, and I'll kill it. And I'm going to eat it, and I'm going to kill some more. That's it. Like, I don't care who you are, what you are. I don't want to hear that my group, we don't have the opportunity. Do you play soccer? Yeah. Well, go get it. And then if you get the same, if we can see the returns, right? The returns of what you're doing in terms of your interest and your investment, you will get paid that. But this whole like, well, because we both do the same thing, but we all don't do the same thing the same way. I ain't getting paid what I used to get paid on Fox. I ain't got to use somebody else. On Fox, I got $1.9 million my last year. Right now, I ain't getting no $1.9 million. I'm going to get like $700,000 it looks like, maybe a little more. Hey, that's a good day one. Because day one, when I worked for NFL Network, good Lord. Did I even get 100,000? 2003, 4? ESPN first year, I think I signed for like 300,000 if I did. I can't quote me on no, but that's the world. I'm making more year one doing this than I made year one ESPN and NFL Network. So come on, y'all. Y'all know the game. Let's stop this. I tell you, this channel gonna be the one where we come in here. I don't give a damn who you are. Once you come in here, as Coach used to say, between the white lines, I don't want to hear no excuses. So in editing the clip, ESPN cut that line out in between what Cain said about the ridiculous concept and men's soccer being more popular globally than women's soccer. Cain doubled down on his stance, replying to the same tweet from my man, Mr. Price. He said, it's still true, still unpopular, full context, full truth. Watch below. So we all watched it. We all just heard me go in on it. Y'all can check it out. And let me just hip you to the propaganda or the implicit and explicit bias that occurs. Okay, this is how this comes out, because I'm not slandering ESPN. I'm just trying to show you guys how the sausage is made. So they're doing a clip, and in their rooting interest, they want to pump up the award winners, right? It's the Arthur Ashe Courage Award. We're going to pump these women up, right? But we have this seesaw effect going on in sports media where by pumping them up, we got to put something else down. And that happens to be Will Cain in this situation. So I've been on the desk before, and this is two things about me. I never wanted to be the guy that wrote the content because, frankly, I didn't care enough about the content like they did. I didn't care if Dak was top 5. I really didn't. I was like, dog, whatever he is, he hella good, and he make a hella lot of money, and he the man. All right, but everybody else wanted to slice that up. Fine, you're better at that. I'll let you do that. Everybody, Max, Acho, Whitlock, all of them. You keep naming them. Go ahead. I was like, write the show. I'll answer anything. Okay. Now, I'm not saying that's the best way to go about it, but that was the way I went about it. So I've seen guys write shows, answer questions based on who their friends are. So I used to check them behind the scenes. I ain't let y'all know this. I'd be like, dog, why we ain't doing that topic? Oh, that's my boy. That's my dog. I was like, okay, and I talk about my boys. I talk about my dogs. They still my dogs because they know I come at them the right way. And I was like, all right, I ain't going to push too hard because you know what? I didn't even volunteer for that role, so I shouldn't raise my hands sporadically to just try and force a subject when you feel uncomfortable doing it. I'm a good teammate. All right. But then I also saw the flip, and this one I really used to go hot 100 on them behind the scenes. When they go extra hard on somebody because they don't like them. I say, wait a minute. We didn't do that topic because you like him. I get that. But we ain't going to go in on him because you don't like him or they're popular. So when the cat is popular, they go extra in on them, extra hot sauce. Why do they do that? Because they know y'all going to pay extra attention, right? But this is the worst one. Not those two, not the popular guy or the guy they hate. It's the one they don't know, so they don't give a damn about them. I was like, dog, what's up? Why so much hot sauce? You know, commercial break. They're like, no. I don't know that dude. I don't know that fool. Oh, so your career over his career, but we are here to talk about his career, not our career. Interesting. All right, so I don't have any beef really with anybody because I made nothing but friends, because I don't pull no punches. However, not everybody likes me. You know what I'm saying? All right, you may not agree with my stance. That's fine. But one thing about me, I ain't lying. Nobody, when I say nobody, and I ain't even saying like I'm trying to punk somebody, nobody will ever come at me full throttle. You want to know why? Because I don't lie. And they know I protect the guilty. And everybody thinks protecting the guilty is a beautiful thing. Like, Marcellus so nice. It's also a little bit of, if you ever want to go there, all that stuff I've been protected, now I will tell. And you don't want to go there. So stay in place. Stay in your line before I smack your ass back down. It's all love, man. But that's how propaganda gets out. That's how Will Cain gets slandered and taken out of context. Because either A, they're just focusing on, we love the women's national soccer team. Oh, that means we got to diss Will Cain. So y'all got a problem with ESPN smear attempt? Smear attempt. I shouldn't even call it that. You got a problem with them pumping him up and putting him down out of context. Basically making him look like he was sexist. That ain't right. Oh, man. Or do you agree with Cain's take on equal pay? Like, yo, y'all agree? Well, I agree with Cain. Y'all tell me if you agree with us. Well, coming up next on Never Shut Up, Sherman. Richard Sherman. He may be on Undisputed against Skip Bayless. man, it's a peace treaty out here in these streets because they used to crip and blood, and now they trying to tie the rags together. Let's talk through that next on Never Shut Up. Brinks TV, Reach TV. Welcome back to Never Shut Up. It's your boy Marcellus, Wiley, feeling the love for you guys out there, man. Y'all know it's Friday swag away. Somebody gonna win this book. That's a play. One day, it's Marcellus, Wiley, Never Shut Up. It's gonna be yours at the end of the show. I'm gonna give that away to one of the members, and you gotta log on to our community section, check out our post, and it's about when do we go over 100K? And whoever guesses that exact day and time, look at this. A lot of playing cards. A lot of playing cards in here. And you can get this jersey. They don't even make this no more. You go on NFL.com and try to find this, your ass ain't going to bed. You're going to be up all night trying to find this jersey. They ain't got it. And I got it for you as well. All right, let's get into the story because this is my dog right here. Sherman. I love Richard Sherman. One, y'all know, because where he from, fool? Compton. Yeah, Richard Sherman from Compton went to Stanford. Damn it. Compton to Columbia, Compton to Stanford. I like the Compton Columbia one over there. Where's it at? Right there? And then he could have that one right over there. All right, the other way. Damn, I can't point backwards. All right, so got love for him, but he's emerging right now as a candidate to co-host FS1's Undisputed. That's what they're reporting, right? Former NFL All-Pro cornerback beast, future Hall of Famer. If he ain't already, he a future Hall of Famer for sure. Emerged as a co-host candidate for Undisputed on FS1. Now, he worked right now for Amazon in the first season. We saw him producing on the Thursday night football show, which I really like. Carissa over there, Big Whitworth over there. We got Sherman over there. Damn, I feel like I'm missing somebody. Help me out in the comments. Tony Gonzalez, formerly from FS1. So reportedly, he met, Sherman did, with Skip Bayless about joining forces. The report comes from Andrew Marchand, who said that the two sides convened at the Peninsula Hotel in Beverly Hills, California. Okay, let me just say this. That's a damn good, nice hotel. Beverly Hills gives it away, but Peninsula as well. Let's just say they weren't trying to hide that they were connected. And everybody who knows something about sports media knows that they are water and oil in terms of the perception, correct? All right, so Sherman, fascinating. If not only for the history that they have for each other, but also Sherman just a talker, man. Smart dude. Just go there. We all know and all got a lot of respect for him. So former Super Bowl champion, and him and Skip had that debate. Y'all remember that debate when they had on First Take? This is like 10 years ago. Sherman was a player and a guest on the program. He told Skip, address me as all-pro Stanford graduate. And then he was talking about Skip saying, you never accomplished anything. These are real quotes, y'all. And then Bayless shot back that he had accomplished more in media than Sherman had in football. And Sherman returned fire and said that he was named All-Pro, meaning he was one of the best 22 at what he does, and didn't believe Skip was in the first 22 at anything. Let me stop down right here. Let me stop. Break it up. All right, so this is tough. Sherman won the beginning of this argument, but he shouldn't have went to the All-Pro part. Because Skip is top 22. Skip is top 2. Like, I mean, maybe top, all right. Colin, Shannon, Stephen A., Skip. Who else in the top 5? Like the real big dogs. Like, you could start throwing people in there. You could start saying Levitard or Bill Simmons. I don't know how you even rank those guys because they're not on daily shows. So let's stick with the Daily Show cats. Now, we know Richard Sherman's a future Hall of Famer, but Sherman didn't help himself by going to All-Pro because I'm an All-Pro, and I ain't in this conversation, right? So Richard had him against the ropes and let him off. You let him off the ropes. So that was interesting, that little back and forth. But Skip recalled that encounter, and he didn't have so many good things to say about it. He said he personally attacked me. Damn, unrelentingly attacked me. So much for, please, no controversy today. I immediately felt ambushed, bushwhacked, set up, blindsided. I was suddenly forced to fight without fighting. Had to defend myself with both hands tied behind my back. He said it on his podcast, so you know he was reading it in that paper and all that. I'm like, ambush. I'm like, we gotta stop. My coach checked us one day when he said, we were talking about, yeah, y'all get ready for war today. We're going into battle. Nobody get left behind, all soldiers. And he was a former vet. He was like, hey, y'all, I get the lingo. I get what y'all talking about. But y'all calm down on all the war stuff. Y'all asses going to live no matter what happens on that field, right? He was like, I played ball and I was in the war. Not everybody came home. And I mean, look, we still use it loosely, but I ain't gonna lie, I'm very mindful every time I start using that terminology. I wish Skip would be mindful about ambush and bushwhack. Like, man, stop. As hard as you go in on everybody, dog, you gotta expect return fire. You know what I'm saying? Energy can't be created or destroyed, just exchanged. So for every action, equal and opposite reaction. Come on, Skip, don't do that. Do better than that. So it is a bit amusing that someone who famously went as Skip is now one of the candidates, if not the lead candidate. Let's just say that, because we know Skip's still gonna have that final say. Skip's still gonna need you up at 3:30 in the morning, and Skip gonna have to talk that LeBum, and then talk them Dallas Cowboys with love, right? So it's going to be interesting to see if Sherman takes this opportunity if offered. But also, is Sherman, like, in this situation part of a rotation, which I'm still hearing they're going to do, or is it full throttle? Because he still got the Amazon stuff, at least I think he does. And then now you may have this Undisputed opportunity. Even though you don't fit the description, I like the new description. Think about this new description right here for this role. Okay. Who got beef with Skip? All right, Lil Wayne gonna be a part of it, supposedly. All right, you imagine one day of the week is Lil Wayne, the next day is somebody you thought hated Skip or Skip hated him, and now they add it. So this opens up the door for Jalen Rose. Is Jalen Rose? Because Jalen Rose grabbed Skip's suit or whatever, his chain, his Jordans, and took them off, undressed him. Jalen Rose got the most gangster Tupac segment in sports media history. Salute to that segment because it was needed to be said. So I love this move by Skip if he goes all the way through with it, and obviously if Sherman signs off. Why? Because this is the best way for Skip to put a wet blanket on this narrative or reality that he's a jealous hater, right? He's a jealous hater, like, you know what? Look what you did to Shannon. You ran him off, and Shannon was great, and he just got more popular than you. Oh, you think that I'm really in my feelings like that? Let me go grab Richard Sherman. I thought I hated him. Let me go grab Jalen Rose. I thought I hated him. And throw him right in front of him and let him just sit there and stomp on the desk and pump the desk like he always does. That's smart. That's why Skip is Skip, man. And then also the narrative that he needs a black voice, right? Yeah. That needs stardom. So it's not just the black voice, it's the stardom, right? Stephen A. Oh, Shannon Sharp. Well, y'all got to give Skip some credit too. That sucker didn't make not one, but two superstars. Not stars, not dudes that talk, superstars. He helped assist not one, but two of them, right? Man, that's some Phil Jackson stuff, going to two different teams, eras, and having dynasties. That's Skip Bayless. And I think it's because people don't fully respect him for who he is, right? So this is a situation where, you imagine if that's the circuit right there? Do y'all think Richard Sherman's a good fit? You surprised he's a candidate, considering him and Skip got that beef, or you think that's a smart move on all parties? Y'all want to see that? Because I can't lie, I didn't even think about that before I read the report. And now, kind of all in. Coming up next on Never Shut Up, let's talk about former ESPN president, someone I know, John Skipper. Salute to the man. He said that him and ESPN value Stephen A. Smith more than Skip Bayless. Oh, and that's why Stephen A. still there and Skip gone. Let's talk through how that went down next on Never Shut Up on Brinks TV and Reese TV. Unless y'all want to talk about Wimbledon, because Alcaraz out here eating. Woo-wee. Who ain't got an auntie that dance like this? Welcome to Never Shut Up. Welcome back. It's your boy Marcellus. I had an auntie Tosca used to do this dance. We used to call it the power. She go power, boom, boom, boom. I think it's a Temptation song. Power, boom, boom, boom. She used to do that all the time. Like, will you move your legs? God dang, auntie. Oh, man, love for you guys. Let me do it. Uh-oh. Been in that weight room. Got love for you guys out there, man, and support. Here we go. Today is Friday Swag Away. Someone's going to win this book. And someone's going to jump in that community post and say, hey, Marcellus, I have the exact day and time you're going over 100K subscribers because I know what's happening. So you can get these playing cards. Yeah. That's me. That's who. Or you can get this jersey. I swear this is an antique. You're going to see this in Sanford the Sun reruns. Let's talk about my man, John Skipper, who I got a lot of love for. Haven't seen him in forever, though. There was an athletic report. I love the athletic as well. Good Lord, you get lost in the athletic. That sucker there. And now Jim Trotter's over there, too. They write the hell out of a story. Well, they published the story on First Take, running through the history of how it became, for better or worse, one of the most influential shows in American sports television history. Y'all got to give them that credit. Salute to them. So the debate show rose to prominence thanks in large part to the connection or lack thereof between Smith and Skip Bayless. So ESPN has made it very clear for a long time now that it sees Stephen A. Smith as a star. So former ESPN president John Skipper, who now runs Meadowlark Media, spoke with The Athletic about the dynamic between the two and how that vision was a big part of the reason why Smith's head-to-head debates with Skip Bayless on First Take came to an end. Why the breakup, right? So Skipper said that he wasn't initially a big fan of the show and its artifice. I like that. Though he's come to realize that he might have misread the purpose of First Take. He says, I think it's true on SportsCenter, you should not survey what should go first. You have to put whatever the news of the day is first. On an entertainment show, and indeed First Take was entertainment. Hell yeah, it is. I think Jamie, he's talking about, y'all know, my man, Jamie, who put it together, approach turned out to be more fruitful. Probably didn't think that at the time. Now, y'all know Jamie Horowitz went to FS1, and now he's consulting with other entities. I don't know if I'm supposed to say all that. All right, so like so many successful projects with two people, it was eventual that either Smith or Bayless will want more than they were getting at ESPN. Come on, success begets success. And if we only got so much room for our success, well, then I must go elsewhere, plant my flag, and build something else up. That's just the nature of the beast, right? So it turned out to be Bayless and Skipper says that the company simply made a value judgment that led to Skip leaving for Fox Sports. Smith had renewed his contract with ESPN, $3 million a year, before this contract was up for Skip. And his deal was about to expire, right? So Stephen A. just re-upped, got $3 million, and they're looking at Skip deal. And Skip, he said he came into the contract, Skipper said he came into the contract a little late, but said, hey, made a considerable offer to keep Skip Bayless. But in the end, he left in 2016. He said we waited too long, basically. We value Stephen A. more than we value Skip. We just felt that Skip was the foil, and the star of the show was Stephen A. Wow. Feels a little damning to hear that, for real. Can't lie, even though it's the real. It's obviously the real because that's how they played it out. But I want to put some respect on Skip's name before I put some respect on Stephen A's name. Because Skip is the trunk of the tree. Like, he's the root of that sucker right there. And we all see what's above ground. We all see what touches the heavens, which are the branches, right? The leaves, the personality, right? And that is a Stephen A., that is a Shannon. But don't discount that root. Don't discount what that root is doing, because it's not in plain sight, right? What Skip does, which is hard to see, but you understand and respect, is that he is stubborn to a fault. And that's the beauty of what he does, right? There's a reason why he made not one but two superstars. It's that stubbornness, which is underrated in media, but every time we see it and it hits big. Let's talk about it. Convincing like granddaddy, like Skip is 71. He's somebody granddaddy, or, you know, depends on the person. It might be great granddaddy, right? And coming home every day with new experiences, new ideas, you know, newfound logic, and you run home to somebody who's stubborn, who ain't moving, who ain't budging, and don't give a damn what you just talking about. It's still sticking to their script. That thing works. And you know why I know it works? Because one of my favorite shows growing up was All in the Family. Y'all remember that show? Archie Bunker, that sucker there, which spurred the Jeffersons, and probably other shows. But I remember watching Archie, and to me, I'm young, but the show was about this immovable rock. Like, this dude ain't budging. He don't give a damn. He's stuck in his ways. And all you gonna do is come home with some new evidence that ain't gonna be nothing but old news to him, because he ain't going nowhere. He gives a damn. And that show was gigantic. And I think Skip Bayless is that. I think whoever gets next to him, if they can just deal with each other, will be gigantic as well, because that other person will immediately be the hero who speaks for all of us. Well, hit Skip with this. Nope, still think the Cowboys is this. Hit Skip with this. Nope, still think LeBron is this. You know what I mean? And you're like, God dang. And so I know it's a character. I know it's a persona. I know it's not fully real. But in the WWE of sports media, that stuff works. And this dude, Skip Bayless, works for that reason. Pour a little love on Stephen A. as well, because Stephen A. took the opportunity and ran with it. Stephen A. is always on when he needs to be on. Dog, nobody works harder than him, let's say it. That's not necessarily the biggest compliment, because I'm sure he don't want to work as hard. That's why he made those recent comments like, dog, I finally hit a tipping point this year. But at the same time, it's not like he wears how much he works. He doesn't. That sucker always on. Sometimes you can see it in his eyes, but you can't tell in his voice. You can't tell in his energy. He always gonna bring it. So salute to two of the greats that do it. And I am here to decode whatever they doing until Wimbledon goes off and football kicks in. So did ESPN make the right move valuing Stephen A. over Skip? What y'all think about that? Who's your favorite? Who you thought could really make that thing? Because it's funny, you got to live in this alternative universe. What if Skip would have stayed and didn't have to reset on a smaller network? Would he be even bigger than what Stephen A. is right now? That's the question. And should they have paid just both of them and said, look, man, we over here paying McAfee and Aikman and Buck and Skip and all these people before. We got enough money. We Disney. We just charge them $5 more to go to Disneyland, right? Should they have paid both of them to kept that band together? Well, coming up next on Never Shut Up, my favorite time of the show is Wiley World time, right? We're going to get into some funk up, some comments. We're going to have Mikey P in the building, maybe a Hall of Famer. I don't know. I can't see the future. And then we're going to give away the Friday swag away and then a Wileyism. That's what's up next on Never Shut Up. Brinks TV, Reach TV. Bang, 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 bang. Welcome back to Never Shut Up. It's your boy Marcellus, Wiley, Terry cruising it over here right now. Got love for you guys. Watch this. Told y'all. Got love for you guys out there, man. Support. We got Friday Swagger Wave. We getting close. I'm going to announce who's the winner. I know who it is, but I ain't saying nothing. Not just yet. We also got these cards right here. I don't even know how many in here. 10, 20, 30, 40, 90. It's a whole lot of cards in here. And even my stats on the back. Let's see what it says. The first thing it says. Whoa! Tops tracks. Makes dynamic plays versus pass and run. I hope they didn't pay that person to write that, because what else can I do? That's the pass and the run. What else is there? Against reverses. And you can get this. This is a jersey that no one else has because they don't make this. And you could be that winner. All you have to do is go to our community post and post the exact day and time. We go over 100K subscribers on this show. Love and life on this channel. All right, let's get into some funk up some comments right now. Because we got my man Asante Samuel who tweets at that dude. Wait a minute. That's the topic and the dude that tweeted at me. Asante, what it do, boy? I love me some Asante Samuel. Love his son, too. Thank you for the Chargers. He says, and your take is a little wrong, Marcellus Wiley. It's because Tariq did not get the love he deserved. If that's the love Sauce is getting, I love that you said we can watch film. He basically said, you thought it was about me and Revis. It's about Tariq and Sauce. Okay, I can see you being a triple OG, looking out for the young homie and say he ain't getting that love, and he as good, if not better, than Sauce. I did misread that. So here's a tweet from me. I replied. I said, I'm glad only a little. A little wrong, that's all I meant. I'm getting better at this. Ha. Point well taken, big dog, and we'll clear it up on tomorrow's show. I told you 100 with the hands up. Hove, I try to do it. Look, I don't have problems with cats. I love to talk out whatever the issue is. And if you don't want to talk, that means you scared. And it's okay to be scared, because I'm scared of, I don't like insects. I don't like sharks. But I ain't scared of no person. Come on, man. So love to you, Sante. I see you at the games. I know I will. Let's get to the Shaq conversation, where NBA players are too sensitive. Old heads bitter because they're not the ones in the arena anymore. Ooh, let's not pretend these guys don't often take subtle and not so subtle personal jabs at today's players all the time that go beyond the X's and O's of the game. You know what? You got a great point. Let me say why. Because no matter what I feel, I don't feel like I'm biased, but I may be. But every time I see how much money they're making, I'm like, damn, I could have made some more money. But I'm a healthy soul. I'm a nice guy. I'm a nerd. I'm a good dude. But what if you're not? What if you are a little hater already? You just born a little hater in your DNA. And then you say that same comment, because they all joke. We all joke. Like, damn, if I was playing. Like Shaq, man, if I was still playing, man, I'd make $2 billion. Right? He'll probably say that. And it may be true. But you're not. So then where does that energy go? Does it go to you making Shaqtin' a fool on somebody too hard? You know, like JaVale McGee said and stuff like that. Interesting. Just interesting, because not everybody has the same disposition. So if you naturally a hater, which is some people out there, and you are jealous of somebody else, oh, that's gas me fire. We got problems. How about this? What's ironic is Shaq is the most insecure, sensitive big man of all time. So I guess take it as a compliment. Whoa, man, most insecure, sensitive big man of all time? Yay for the hyperbole. Come on, man. Don't do that to Shaq. Look, Shaq is sensitive about, like, protecting what he did, and more than protecting what he did, keeping y'all out who didn't do it. I kind of like that. Y'all like that? Like, fool, you don't qualify. What you doing here? You know? Ain't this is the worst. Okay. You at the club. You got a table. You got your bottles. You ready. You just, it's about 4 of y'all. Y'all waiting for the club to hit full tilt, apex. So you got a couple bottles, you and your boys chilling. Y'all saving the drink for y'all know what, the ladies to come through, right? But then you see your homeboy, give him love. He like, oh, y'all just chilling. You got some room? And you like, look, he ain't chipping in on this. He ain't come with us, but I do know him. Okay, so come on in. But then he starts slurping all the drink. All the drink that's not even for us. We paying for it, but it's for the ladies. And he just drinking it up. Don't you feel a certain way, like you wanted to protect not only what's yours, but fool, you don't qualify unless you chipping in? What Snoop say? Everybody got a cup but ain't chipped in? So I'm with Shaq on that one, like, dog, Don't be mad at me if I say you can't even come up here unless you chipping in. Don't get mad at me if I let you sit here and I don't want you drinking up all the drink. Shaq basically like, look, dude, you play ball like me. I get it. What's up, homie? But you ain't Shaq. You ain't no multi-champion finals MVP. You better recognize I'm with Shaq on that one. All right, let's go to John Gruden wants revenge on the NFL. Gruden better chill, LOL, end up missing. Y'all stupid. Watching too many damn Godfather movies. Mess with Goodell in the NFL, you come up missing. Nah, people have said much worse. If that's the case, Kaepernick and everybody else will be coming up missing that sued the league, etc. I don't blame him, regardless of how I feel about his private emails. His privacy was violated, and this was a major hit piece. We've all said things we regret and would like to take back, but privacy is integral in our world, and this was a breach with a purpose. Ooh, good point. I don't think Gruden is racist, even though he says some foul things. This event came at forefront of wokeism, and I hope he learns from this and takes down the culprits behind this. I hear you and I don't hear you. First of all, shout out to that member, Jeremiah Taylor J, my dog. Now let's talk about what you just said, Justin Tube. Everybody went through whatever you want to call, whatever the calendar. I don't even know when you talking about, but I do know what wokeism is, and it just felt like a certain time where everybody was just saying whatever that the crowd would say and agree with, but not really think through it or push back. So I'm assuming that's what the height of wokeism was. I don't know the exact days, though. But didn't you go through it? Didn't I go through it? Didn't people with greater platforms than me go through it? Okay. Did they write emails using the servers of the actual team? All I'm saying is they used his words against him, and they may have improperly got the access to those words, but those were his words. So it's kind of like, you know, it's one hand up, one hand down in this situation. I'm feeling you, but I'm not totally in agreement with you because nobody forced him to write those words. And, you know, we got to find metrics of racism. Look, I don't care about racism like that because if you are racist, good for you. This world is big enough for you to be racist, and you better get away from me, right? I got a different way of dealing with racism, but I also don't have to deal with a ton of it. Salute to those who have stayed positive and strong through the racism they had to deal with. But ain't nobody bigger than me, so like racism comes with power. So you ain't gonna be racist to me because you ain't more powerful than me. Oh, you think money is it? Bye, peace out, job. Oh, you think that you can control the crowd at the party? I don't give a damn about them fools. Like, dog, I don't know how you gonna exercise on me, bro. Tell me, but I digress. In this situation, man, no one told John Gruden to do that, but no one also said, let's go do a witch hunt on John Gruden and do it with intention to get him out when everybody else is guilty as well. So I do feel you. All right, Stephen A. Smith, J.J. Perk, race debate. Damn. Wonderful advice for us, all of us, fallible human beings. Never get in an argument with someone you love because if you win that argument, forever you are talking to a loser. Preach. Yes, filled with emotion and combined with rational capacity, we humans should remember the impact upon the future of the comments we make in the now. Love it. Yes, he is repeating or echoing what I said, which is, man, don't argue to win with somebody because now you're going to be talking to a loser. Now, that's not a literal statement, but y'all get the gist of it, right? Like, just say your points. Listen to their points. No one is 100% right on anything, except at the Jets and the Patriots. Let me stop. The point is, nobody 100% right on some real issues. Come on, man. You got to borrow a little bit from what they said. Give them some props on that. Give them some love. Let's talk about this. If this episode went too far, then literally every show on ESPN, fake take, goes too far. It's all fake outrage for views. Fakest show on TV next to anything Skip Bayless does or The View. Well, I don't know about all that. I don't think they keep it 100 all the time, but that's not on the show. The show, like, what is the show? Like, what is culture? Like, people always say that, oh, their culture sucks. You remember when the Chicago Bulls had the best culture in the NBA? Why? Because they kept winning championships. Now, Chicago Bulls can't sniff a championship. They're close, but they ain't that close. What happened to the culture? You know what I'm saying? People always talk about that. Like, they be like, oh, that show sucks. You mean the people on the show? Say their names. You know what I mean? Like, the show could be a lot of different versions and things. It's not the show. It's really the people. Just like with culture. It's really the people. All right, I thought Kendrick was out of line, but I also thought JJ came at him pretty fiercely. So not sure there wasn't fault on both sides. Too much heat, not enough light. Ooh, that might be a Wileyism right there. Too much heat, not enough light. Got love for you as well. All right, before I lose my voice, because it is Friday, because I am talking way too much, but I'm excited because I love you guys. All right, let's get into it with my man Mikey P. Vanna White. Damn it, wrong side. Vanna White, come on in here, Mikey P. And let's talk some.
Oh, man, I went the wrong way, too. Oh, man, well, I see you over there working hard on a Friday, dabbing that sweat with a sweat towel. Good for you,
That's
man.
Right. I sweat everywhere, though. Don't think it's Friday. I am a sweater like a damn Lecoq Sportif. What it do?
All right, so we got a quick football topic or two before we go into Rapid Fire Friday. So get this. Bijan Robinson, rookie, Falcons running back. All right, he's making $13.7 million in cash this season as a rookie, which is the most of any running back this season. No other running back is even within $1.5 million of this total. Not Josh Jacobs, who was the rushing leader last year, $3.5 million less. Not Derrick Henry, the most rushing yards of any current running back, $3.2 million less. All right, so Bijan hasn't even taken a snap yet in the league and is making more than any running back. You got a problem with that? And is there any hope whatsoever for the running back market at this point?
I don't have a problem with it because these guys get bigger deals. It's just, the way a deal goes. Like I signed my deal 6 years, $40 million back in 2001. But the first year I only made $1.5 million. And somebody could sit there literally like Mikey P, like, oh my God, Marcellus Wiley's like one of the top 3 ends in the league. He's only making $1.5 million. I was like, yeah, fool, you ain't counting that $9 million they just paid me. You ain't counting that $11 million over here. Like the money, the way the NFL contracts are designed is to confuse everybody, including the guy who's getting paid, because it's like, it's random. You be thinking it would be just like, all right, here's your big bonus, and then you get all this. But if you get a huge signing bonus, if you get a huge guarantee, then them yearly salaries, they be looking like you work somewhere else. And you be like, damn. The running back market, I'm a former running back. I love running back position, but I ain't going to lie. The value of that position is diminished for real reasons. I say it to you like this. I play defense, so I'm telling you. The path of least resistance is throwing the football. Why? Because one, you don't have to go where the beef is. You throw it right there. Justin Jefferson, hey, run a slant route right there. Okay. All you have to do is beat a 180-pound cornerback off the line. Then there's space, and then he gets the ball. He's already 6 yards toward the first down. He makes one move, it's a first down. Versus hand that ball off if you want to, and let us all go. It's 3 yards in a cloud of dust. And if he breaks it, it's like great for him. But how many times is he going to do that? Like, that's why the yards per catch is way greater than it is the yards per carry. Like, it's just the path of least resistance. This is really like the evolution of football as they used to play, with the leather helmets, and they just pitch back right here. He just run like, man. Then they were like, hand the ball off. Then they went with the long handoff. Now they go with the short handoff, the long handoff, which became the short pass. Now they just go like, man, forget it. Let's pass. Like, I can't lie. If I'm an offensive coordinator, I'm only running the ball to keep you honest. I'm not lying. I am not running the ball thinking every time I hand that ball out, that boy going to score. I'm thinking he about to get his ass lit up. But I am throwing the ball like, yo, we can score on this play. So it is a balancing act, but I'm sorry, it's out of balance. Running back's going to suffer.
Yeah, it's a different game these days. But now moving on to a draft night memory, all right? This is wild, okay? Will Levis, you remember the draft fall. It was super embarrassing. They kept panning the camera over to him to see that he's not getting picked to the second round after being projected a top 10 pick. So, the flip side of this, it was extremely good for his girlfriend, who doubled her followers that night. She has like 400-something thousand followers, I think. And she just got a deal with Burger King. Okay? So, what is your reaction to this story? This is crazy, man.
I got more followers than her. I ain't got no whoppers. God dang, I need to get a better agent. What the hell? Oh, man, she out here. She probably way prettier than me, I assume, Will. Now, I heard she was beautiful. I didn't watch that part of the draft. I didn't get sucked in. I don't watch the draft anymore because it's like when I know Bryce Young is going number 1 and stuff, I just catch the ticker. I'm like, I ain't got them hours for it, but I've watched it for more times than not many years. But now I'm like, I'm over it. But good for her. Not good for Will, because one, she got some Burger King money. She gonna be like, where your Burger King? He ain't even got a Burger King deal yet. That sucker there, second rounder. They ain't giving you no Burger King deal, second rounder. And she got 200,000 more followers. Let's just say 100,000 of them are men. Let's just say all of them are thirsty, and all of them shooting a shot, and all of them are hitting her with the fire emojis every time she just says hi. And, don't be insecure, but damn, who want to invite the demons? Who want to invite the devil to the party? Them suckers. And one of them dudes got dough. And one of them dudes is somebody. Don't ever think your girl ain't getting hollered at by somebody fresher than you. That's one rule to keep your happy relationship. Always be on your toes. Always know that linebacker can blitz. And you better be good to that girl or she going to take them whoppers and leave your ass. Love.
Yeah, he was a good sport about it at least. But you know what time it is. It's Rapid Fire Friday. So we got 3 minutes to get through as many questions. I can ask you anything, all right? 3 minutes. And
you sound
we're
scared.
Start now, okay? You ready?
You sound scared. Yeah, go.
No,
Let's
I'm
go.
going to trip myself up a little bit. All right, ready?
Okay.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's do it. I'm running.
All right. Paul Pierce said he doesn't think Miami's going to make it out of the first round with Dame. Agree or disagree?
Disagree. Come on, man. You add him to a team. They already made it out the first round with him. Oh, but they are going to lose some players. Tyler Hero, I get a little bit of what he said, but nah, they still going to be good. They got the culture, which are the players.
Crazy hot take. All right. Would you rather be given $1 million up front or a chance at $20 million if you score more than 15 points in an NBA game, full 48 minutes?
Oh, hell no. $1 million up front. When I say never gonna score 15, if no one played defense, I wouldn't score 15, dog. I would just miss that many shots. I suck at basketball. I am a reverse stereotype. Every time I go somewhere, I get picked first, and then by the second game, I'm the last dude. They trying to trade me, cut me, get me off their team. I suck at basketball. Give me $1 million.
Appreciate the honesty. All right. Would you rather, oh my God, would you rather the Clippers or Chargers win it all first?
Woo! Best question ever. Best question ever. Lord. I'm going to say this.
Good
and
luck.
This is going to be deep. This is, it actually, wow. It was the best question, but not the hardest. The Chargers. Because that's a Super Bowl. That's one game. I don't like this whole win 4 out of 7 and then, are they going to win it on the road? They're going to win it here. They got 3. They're up 3-1. Is it 3-3? Like the dynamics could be, is it a sweep? So all that just kind of mucks it up for me. The Chargers in the Super Bowl. Remember when they was up against the Chiefs and them suckers almost won? No, that was 13 seconds. God dog it. So that's my point. That energy right there in a Super Bowl, confetti coming, and I don't even got to worry about running on the field. I'm already on the field. It's going down. Chargers in the Super Bowl. Let's go.
I love the answer. All right. What's the cringiest thing you did as a teenager?
I used to pee in the bed till I was like 13, 14, a little too old for that.
Hydration situation.
Not that young. No, I ain't smoke. I ain't drink. I ain't do nothing. I wasn't one of them kids that like, yeah, I'm cool. I smoke and drink. I was like, you dumb. My boys just come to school talking about that stuff. They hung out all night. I was like, you dumb. You were like, oh man, guess what I did? You dumb. I used to say it like that. And if they said something back, I wasn't their friend until they reversed and apologized because you messing yourself up. So I used to pee in the bed way too bad, way too long. But nobody called me dumb. They just called me nasty. It's all good.
Speaking of nasty and cringy, Dan Orlovsky said that he doesn't shower for 3 days if he jumps in a saltwater pool. Do you agree or disagree with this crazy take here? That's a great way to close.
I agree with it because I think he's saying the benefits of a saltwater pool, like going to the ocean, saltwater. I see that red thing. Like, I remember I cut myself. I was in the Caribbean, and I had all these cuts. We fell off some scooters. I'll tell you that story another time. And we got into the salt water, and they were just saying it will help you heal. No lie. You can feel it, like, sizzling. If it's for that reason, salute. If it ain't, Your ass nasty like me peeing in the bed. Just nasty. We'll see. Oh, man. Appreciate you, Mikey.
That dude. Happy Friday.
Love. Happy Friday, my dog. I am not a fan of Happy Friday, but I think I'm going to lose that one by 1,000 paper cuts. Like, everywhere I go, Happy Tuesday, and I'm like, am I really going to be the guy who's such an ass that doesn't say Happy Tuesday back? But I'm not lying. Where did that come from? Who made that up? like, you ain't got nothing else to say but happy today? Like, which is a great premise, it feels like, right? I don't know what I have an issue with, but I have an issue with it. And if you do too, please just raise your hand in the comments. Let me know, y'all, that I ain't alone on this one. Because every time somebody says happy in the day, I'm like, boring. All right, y'all. Let's give me some love and some time and some space to give this book away right here. It's time for our Friday swag away winner. Okay, this swag away winner is going to be member Belichick yourself. Belichick yourself right here. I got confetti and all that stuff going right now. Belichick yourself. You will get this book tagged up, signed up, whatever you want me to write in there. Not whatever, but you know what I'm saying. Congratulations to Belichick yourself, better wreck yourself. Belichick yourself, better wreck yourself. All right, y'all. Y'all know how we finish every show. We finish it with a Wileyism. This is my problem once again. When my voice feels all right, I talk way too much. Keep your feet on the ground so you can jump even higher. Now, this has two levels to it, right? Obviously, there's a humility, being humble part to it. Keep your feet on the ground so you can jump even higher, right? Because if your feet are not on the ground, I dare you. I dare you somehow, some way to try to jump high without using the ground. Like already suspended and jump. You ain't going nowhere, bro. And then that's the second layer of it. Like to go up, you use your force going down to go up. I remember when I learned that in track, and I learned that when we had to do the vertical jump test. And I never put it together, but I was always executing that. And then finally, I understood what it meant. It was like, oh, you know how the ball bounces. It goes down to come up. Kind of like in life. Sometimes you got to go down to come up, right? Take a step back, go 2 steps forward, etc. So when we were learning in track, I used to try and scoot when I ran. I barely wanted to touch the ground. I wanted to scoot like I was on thin ice. Scoot, 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 scoot. You ever see somebody run like that and they fast? Scoot, 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 scoot. You're like, damn, they mowed. They barely touching the ground. And then my track coach broke it down. He started showing me the guys who really, really run. And that's the difference between running fast and being track fast. He was like, watch how they on the balls of their feet, right? And they bang. And it's like a spring. They pound that ground and then bang, bang. Kind of like road runners. Me. You know what I'm saying? They just get out. And I was like, oh. So he was like, you run too light. He was like, pound that ground. And then when you pound that ground, that booty activation, that's your strongest muscle. Boom, boom, boom. And you're like, damn, I run faster, running harder like that. But you got to do it the right way. You got to get your reps to get it going. Same thing with jumping up. You can't jump up without pushing down. You got to, most people try that. They actually go, they just go reach. And my coach was like, load that ground, push down. And go, and like you almost trying to put a hole like the Incredible Hulk through the ground. And then, you jump higher. It's crazy, right? Same thing in life, man. Something got you down or you are down. Hey, boom. Right now is the chance, maybe the best chance for you to go even higher. So look at it that way, man. A lot of times you get in those situations, the scorers on the other side, they're winning. They got more points than you, whatever it may be, right? You're not feeling your best. You're not in your best circumstance. It's all good. Boom! It's time for us to go and get even higher. So keep your feet on the ground so you can jump even higher. That'll do it for today's episode of Never Shut Up. I hear some music. I hear some Corrupt. We're going to get it in. Have a great weekend. Me, pickleball. Me, my son's basketball game. Me, chilling like a villain. We're going to get it in. Much love to you guys. Appreciate y'all. Have a ball this weekend. Yay, yay.